you don't mind. I shared this story many times.
Yes.
Yeah. Many times I spoke this story. Many people know it, but I don't mind repeating it. So I was like distributing books on the 24th of December one year. I'm not good with years actually, but it happened on the 20. I remember it was on the 24th of December. So the train station in Cape Town. On the other side, there's a McDonald's. I don't know if it's still there. So I was coming like from like Greenpoint side, and I approached McDonald's, and there were two ladies sitting outside the McDonald's, and I approached these ladies. So when I just greeted these ladies. After greeting them, one lady was sitting on my left and the other one on the right. There's a table in the middle. And then this lady said, "What religion is this? You know, we've been told that in the future, at the end of days, there will be many religions showing up. My brother, you're misleading people." And she started shouting and chastising me. And as she was chastising me, she asked her friend, "Doesn't the Bible tells you this?" And the friend said, "Yeah, even in the Bible, this is there." And as they were talking, I could understand that the one who was chastising me is a Muslim, and the friend is a Christian. So I'm thinking, whoa, I'm having a friend. I never seen a Muslim who does this, you know. It was the first time. I know Muslims will tell you that the Holy Quran is the only bona fide book, you know. But I never heard like someone like chastising you for choosing a different religion in Islamic culture. I never heard that. So I knew, like, I come from Christianity. I've seen that many times, you know, like they do that a lot. So, but the Christian in this case, she's quiet. This Muslim lady is chastising me. And people came and stood around, you know. And they were like, tell him. Normally when this thing, in the beginning, normally, when these things happen, I normally say, "Oh, it was an honor meeting you. Please enjoy your day. I walk away." But Krishna said, "You're not moving. You stand here. I want to teach you. You're full of nonsense." Krishna just made me like, it's a cause of forgetfulness and remembrance. I just stood there. I don't know why I was standing there. So, moments later, one other lady came and sat behind the Muslim lady. So when she came, she was like talking on the phone. She's talking on the phone. The Muslim is busy like entertaining people, you know. And then the Muslim turned around to this lady. This lady was having a phone on a, what do you call it? On a right ear. The Muslim was on her left. So she doesn't see the Muslim doesn't see the phone, you know. She's telling the Muslim, "What do you think about it?" The new lady, "What do you think about this?" So I said to the Muslim, no, please don't bother her. She's busy on a call. She said, "Oh, sorry." And then she came back to chastise me. So the lady finished talking on the phone. She turned around to the Muslim. She asked, "What were you saying?" And the Muslim is like, "This guy is coming with this new religion, misleading people, you know." So the new lady said to the Muslim, "No, please cut me out of it. I don't even believe in God. I'm having an atheist, a Muslim, and a Christian." I'm thinking, "Whoa, what is this about? What is this about, you know?" I never seen something like this. What is this about? And then the Muslim kept on talking. I'm not even thinking, you know what, I should be moving, you know. These people are draining my energy. I should be moving. I don't even think of that. So finally the atheist said to the Muslim, "My sister, you talk a lot. You're not even giving this man a chance to defend himself." And then she said to me, "Please, my brother, you can defend yourself." So immediately I could read it in an atheist's face that she's being entertained. All these guys believe in God, but they don't get along, you know. So she wanted entertainment from my side. She's tired of hearing from one person. So as soon as I was given a chance, I started talking. When I was talking, the Muslim and the Christian kept interfering. And the lady was like putting them in order. No, you had your chance. Let him talk. And I spoke, this kept on interfering. And she was like, please, give him. Since I came here, you were talking. Let this man talk. And as I was talking, then the atheists are like, wait a minute. This is the first time I meet a religious person who's talking sense. So now she starts asking questions, The Christian and the Muslim, they're fully quiet now. She's always keeping them in order, And I answered the question, and she said, I see, Kerry, what are these books? Then I had Life Comes from Life. These were the last books. I distributed all the books I had. Life Comes from Life, King of Knowledge, Coming Back, and I think it was Higher Taste. So I started explaining the books. She took the books to her hands, and she was asking me, what about this one? What's this about? I explained this one, I explained this one, and this one. She said, are you selling them? I said, no, we're just asking for contribution. You give a contribution, you get a book. She said, oh, I love this one. She took Life Comes from Life. I like this one. And she took King of Knowledge. I love this one as well. And she gave me a donation. Normally, naturally, when I give you something and you choose whatever you want, whatever is remaining, you give back to me. That's natural. But the atheist took one book and she gave to the Muslim, and she gave another book to the Christian. She said, you ladies are talking nonsense. Give this guy a donation. No question. They reached to their purses, they gave me donation. And the atheist distributed a book. 2 books. So you tell me in reality that if we can make people take books in the streets.
That was a nice story.
You see, if you can make people in the streets take books, all the books will be gone. We'll be running out of ink. So that's up to Krishna. Krishna could even use an atheist to distribute books. Krishna can use anyone to distribute books. At that point, I was so convinced I'm a very good book distributor. I never came back with one book to the temple. I was so convinced. But Krishna says, you're such a fool. I will show you who really distributes, not you. Yes. Yeah. So we still have some time. Another story which I'm really, is so close to my heart. I'll never forget that story. I'm distributing books again, the same place, but not really at the McDonald's. When I just crossed the road to the station, I'm having one last Bhagavad Gita. All the Bhagavad Gitas, all the books I had, they're gone. Now I'm having one Bhagavad Gita. And I'm praying as I'm working with it. That was before that story. I'm convinced that I'm a very good book distributor as well. Like working, like thinking, I wish this Bhagavad Gita goes to a person who deserves it, not anyone else. It's the last Bhagavad Gita I must go to. And that's another 24th of December. Amazing stories happen on the 24th, but different years. This one happened earlier than the atheist one. So right after crossing the, Adderley Street, towards the station, there was, I don't know if it's still there, there was kind of like a subway or something going towards to ShopRite. Some ladies came up. They're maybe 50 meters or 100 meters from me. I don't know those guys. But they were a little bit far. And I thought to myself, you know what, I must give this book to these people. And I waited for them. And when they came, I started talking, I greeted them, I spoke to them. There was one lady who was leading the group. She was responding to all the questions. She was the one who was asking all the questions, And she said to me, you know what you're doing is very good. But I won't accept this book because it's against my religion, I'm a Christian leader. She said reverend or pastor, I don't remember exactly. But she said it's a Christian leader, basically. And she said, I cannot take this book. And then she said, but because what you're doing is very good, you're doing God's work, here's some donation. She gave me some donation, which was far more than the Bhagavad Gita. It's worth it, actually. So I tried to insist that she must take the Bhagavad Gita, to the point where I could see in her face that she's becoming agitated. She doesn't want it at all. So I felt like, I ended up committing an offense. She did something good, Let me just let her go. And she left with a group of people. And there were like children, lots of children around them. They went, and then when they reached the other building, actually, on my left, I saw them going, and then they reached, but somehow I was looking for someone else to give the Bhagavad Gita to. So someone tapped me on the shoulder. One kid was saying, "Uncle, uncle." I turned around, I said, "Please give me that book." Immediately when I turned around, I noticed this kid was with the group. And I thought, okay, you can have the Bhagavad Gita because someone already donated for it, And I could see that she's coming from the same group. So I gave her the Bhagavad Gita. When she took the Bhagavad Gita, she started running towards these people. And I looked at the people, I noticed that the lady who refused the Bhagavad Gita is angry with the kid for taking the Bhagavad Gita, So the kid finally reached the group, and then the lady grabbed the Bhagavad Gita from her hand, and she starts looking around, and I'm thinking, when I looked, actually next to her was like those green dustbins. I was just hoping she doesn't put the Bhagavad Gita into the dustbin, I threw the sense of self-realization many times, but I felt like if she does it would be like a big issue, So when she turned around, she saw this homeless man sitting on a wheelchair, and she put the Bhagavad Gita on his lap, and I was like, oh, finally, at least she did something good, She distributed the Bhagavad Gita, But Krishna said, you stand here, you're not moving. Don't go anywhere. When you distribute a book, you keep on moving. What are you standing for? But Krishna made me stand there, So now, my attention now is on the guy on the wheelchair, So this guy grabbed the Bhagavad Gita, he raised it up like this, and he put it on the chest like this. And he raised it up again, like a couple of times doing the same thing. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, tomorrow is Christmas, This guy is happy that he's going to sell the book and buy some beer, be happy with everyone on Christmas. But this guy keeps on doing that. It's from a distance, I could see what he's doing, but I couldn't see his facial expression or something. So I finally walked towards him. I want to find out what is this drama about, He's not moving or anything, he's busy like with the Bhagavad Gita. So I went to him, I approached him from behind. And I said to him, my dear sir, what's happening? He didn't turn around and look at me. He's still doing that, and he said to me, my friend, you don't know what just happened. I said, what do you mean? What happened? He said, my life just began. What do you mean? And he showed me the Bhagavad Gita. You know this book. I'm behind him. You know this book. I said, no, because I want to hear more, He said, this book is the closest book to God. And I'm like, I distribute so many books, nobody ever told me this, And I said, what do you mean, my friend? And then he started he put the Bhagavad Gita on his lap. There was like some bag hanging on the side of his wheelchair. He started digging it. He said, where is it? Where is it? I said, what are you looking for? He says, from 1982, I had this tape of this old man talking about this book. I've been looking for this book ever since. And I'm like, really? And then that's when he turned around. He saw me wearing like saffron dhotis. I saw tears flowing from his eyes. He said, please, my dear sir, please don't take this book away from me. I said, no, I'm not here to take the book. The book is yours. And he asked me, do you know those people who gave me? I said, no, they just took it from me. And here it is. Krishna brought it to you. So, looking at the arrangement, for why was I standing there waiting for those people? And why did I wait for that kid to come back? And they were standing exactly where this man is looking for Bhagavad Gita was. Just to pass the Bhagavad Gita. Then I understood actually Krishna is in control of all this book distribution. But still, I was thinking I'm the best. That's why Krishna made an atheist to take a book from me, to distribute books, Hare Krishna. There's another question before? No more questions? Hare Krishna.